Hey guys, it's Joy. I'm just laughing at myself because I have literally tried the last 2 hours to make this video on being productive with your time. And it's just always so funny how that all works out and is just super ironic like that. These are some of the things as a homeschool mom and just as a person over the last couple of years that I have found to be really helpful with keeping me on track, getting things done that I need to get done or want to get done, and also just maintaining kind of a healthy balance. That's what I'm striving for. It's not always perfect, believe me. I mean, this day has been a testament to that, but it's just things that you put in place to try and get as much done as possible. So number one is getting up early, and nobody likes to hear that one. I hated it for years. I was like, I can get just as much done at night and all of that. And sometimes that is your life and that is what you have to get done. And that's just what works. But over the last couple of years, I've transitioned to making this more of a like go to bed early, get up early type of a thing. And it just has made me as a mom and as a homeschool mom for sure, a lot happier and just better balanced. When I had little kids, like babies or toddlers, I could not drag myself up out of bed. Like being somewhere at 8:30 in the morning felt like basically I would have to not even go to bed. Like, what was the point? Because I would just feel like I had to get ready and get up so early to get anywhere by 8:30 in the morning. So anyways, getting up early, going to bed earlier, those are two major, huge things. Now, a little caveat to that, just because you get up early, you still have to be disciplined to get those things done that you want to get done early in the morning, because your phone's still sitting there waiting to be scrolled through. You like my little hand phone? My Palm Pilot. Your phone is still there and it is just as attractive as it ever was. And so you have to really put it aside and just do what you need to do. Number two is to keep a running list. Now, I just talked about putting your phone down, but I actually keep my list on my phone. It's called Evernote is the app that I use, and it's also able to be synced to my computer. So I love it because during the school day, I don't have to have my phone down here in our schoolroom. I can keep it upstairs, but my computer has my list on it and it's just open and right there. And I like having a full keyboard where I can add everything. So Evernote works really, really well for me and my needs. I would suggest, even if you use a paper list, to snap a picture of it with your phone or something, just because if you're out and about and you forget your list, nothing more frustrating than coming home and realizing you have to go out again to run an errand that you forgot to run. Tip number three is to group projects together, or if you're going to be running errands, make sure and group all of those errands together kind of in the order. I like to do it in the order that I'm actually going to run them, just to keep myself, the most efficient and on task. But it's really important to group things together throughout your day so that it makes sense and you're just being as efficient as possible. Going along with that, actually watching YouTube when you're getting ready in the morning, if you like to do that. If there's something that you feel like you need to do or should do, try and group it with something else. Now, another little side note with that, you are not a machine. You are not going to be getting done. You're not going to be making every single second of your day the most efficient it possibly is. This could sound like I make use of every single second of my day, and that is not true. It's just not. But sometimes I feel like even when I am watching YouTube, getting ready, it distracts my mind and I can't even have thoughts put together. And I have children to do that for me throughout the whole entire day. So sometimes you just want peace and quiet, and that is okay. Tip number four is to be purposeful with your time, especially your phone calls. Now, this might not be a concern for some of you. You may hate talking on the phone, and yay you. I wish it could be more like that. I love talking on the phone. Most of the time I'm on the phone with people I really enjoy talking to, and before I know it, an hour is gone. So I really have to be careful. Sometimes I can be productive while I'm on the phone, fold laundry, whatever, but I'm totally ignoring my kids, and they end up playing video games for way longer than I anticipated, or watching, TV or whatever. And so I have to be really purposeful with that time. And if I'm not, I find that I just let things slide more than I would normally if I wasn't on the phone. Tip number five, this goes along with tip number one of getting up early, is to have a set time to work out. If working out is a priority for you, which it is for a lot of us, you really have to have a set time to do it. Otherwise, it can just fall to the bottom of the list and never, ever get done. So for me, it is early in the morning. Like if I get interrupted throughout the day or if I get tired, it is the last thing I want to do. So set time to work out is key. Tip number 6 is to turn off the notifications on your phone. And I tell you what, this was really hard for me to do. And I have notifications for email and for text that come through, but I leave my phone on silent pretty much all day long because I just can't, it's a total brain response, right? And so I just leave it off, or I'll leave it in a different room or whatever, like upstairs where I can't hear it. But most of the time I've just gotten in the habit of leaving it on silent, which stinks because sometimes you miss calls that you really wish you hadn't. But for the most part, general rule, most every day, I don't miss things that I really have to do that particular second. I can always call people back. And so set those notifications on your phone. All right, the last tip, I'm totally gonna sound like Fly Lady, but it's getting dressed every day. I do not feel very productive if I'm in my jammies or even like really sloppy clothes all day. Like I just have to get dressed. It's nothing fancy. It's most of the time like t-shirt and jeans, but it fits me and I like them. And it's something that, I don't feel like I have to keep nice, but it's something that also, it's like my mom uniform, And so it's just something that I get up and I put on every day and it makes me feel put together. I can run out in it if I need to, or I can quick change my shirt if it's something a little fancier that I have to go do. So getting dressed is key for me and for my kids. I make them get dressed as well because it's just one of those things where if they're dressed and I'm dressed, it feels like to them, maybe we're going somewhere or something. And so I really feel like it kind of keeps them on their toes a little bit more. And they're not just so apt to kind of, be a sluggish. And so that really works for us. So those are my tips. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Thanks for sticking with me to the end and have a great day.